I'm trying to figure out whose dick it is that we're supposed to be sucking.
That's my dick.
Oh, it's your dick.
What's the name of the band that you guys are doing? Good question. I'll leave that answer to Will.
Yes.
It's the Black Market Brigade.
What's the name?
It is the Black Plague Brewery.
I don't want to get sick.
Well, it is 2020. All the plagues happen in 2020.
You're right.
I mean, in the 20s.
Every 100 years or decade or something like that, there's like another like plague deck.
Well, you know there's like another influenza out right now.
Well, right now it's the coronavirus going around. Yeah, and it actually got the states.
It's Corona.
Cheers to the good thought of you thinking that was going to be a thing. Silver hands.
Like a rock and roll show, like rock and roll's kick ass, man. We want rock and roll.
Dude, you guys killed it on stage today.
Practice, really, like for the last few days, we've spent hours into practice. What you hear is just the unit as a whole.
How did you end up joining the Black Market Brigade?
I wasn't doing anything big. I wasn't doing open mics. I wasn't writing. I just kind of wanted to do some covers because I was sad. And so I was going to play an open mic in Oceanside at Poorhouse one night, and then I see this couple, they're holding 2 guitars, and I'm like, you guys want a drummer? Jeremy, the front man, he also plays bass in Paradigm Shift, Jeremy Chandler. Oh, he goes nuts, man. I was watching him play bass earlier. He's probably like doing this thing. And he was just like, oh my gosh, Jeremy, this isn't you. This is kind of sexy.
Have you been able to find a community through the Black Market Brigade?
Oh, dude, like the music scene around here, especially if you link up with the right people, is just beautiful. The drummer for Art Disposal, a big punk band in the area, they just played Soma. He came out and rocked out with us. You see a lot of people who come here because they love music, and they'll, it's natural that you'll get linked up with people who love music. Yeah, I was watching you guys up there, especially you. You're like Drake getting those angles. I'm glad you got me on the curve too. You see the single, then my mom's gonna be like, damn, he's been drinking some milk and eating some spinach. She's growing big on me.
Being part of a band, being part of a very tight-knit community it's like you say, you live with them. How has that helped you with your growth?
I struggled for a long time. I got out of a horrible relationship, and I struggled for a long time with my self-worth and who I thought I was and what I wanted other people to think who I am. It's very motivating to have like people like that who are gonna like do life, with you in a positive way. Surround yourself with people who are like-minded, who want the best. Every single person deserves the best, like no one should tell you don't deserve anything, or you're not good enough, or you're not worthy for this or that.
And I believe like music is an amazing way of getting that message out there. And I know some, like you said, some of the songs you have are very personal. One of them was talking about suicide.
When you left, I painted you a picture.
But motorbike, it's about being careful, and really deeper than that, it's like how life and death happen also like just fast. I've had a couple car accidents lately that could have been way, 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 way worse. And so it's just like taking life a little bit slower, and how just going to the store or doing one, you never know what the next minute is going to bring. If I wake up tomorrow, it'll be a blessing. If I, you don't know what we're going to get.
I love this kid.
A bunch of iguanas are like falling out of trees and stuff like that. Literally raining.
In Florida, yeah.
Oh, what's his name? He's huge.
I know, his name is Elvis.
Hi, Elvis.
This one's peanut butter.
Oh.
These two are sister. Like
Tia and Tamara?
Yeah, they look so similar. We don't know how to call them. This is Tanya,
Tanya.
and that's Snowball.
Oh, I love it. May I touch?
No, animals are nice and stuff, but it's like I just couldn't look something in the eyes and be like, you belong in a cage.
Sacrifice Wessie, whatever.
So what is it?
Oh, yeah. Sacrifice Wessie.
Sacred place.
What?
Wife.
All I know is it tastes good, it's metal as hell, and it's red looking kind of. Cheers. Pinky up. Oh! He turns into Darth Vader. Spoilers! What, Watto?
My least favorite slave
All right, first I gotta ask, what is? When I first saw this, I thought it said cancer slut, and I was so confused.
Yeah.
So what is Cancer Slug?
Cancer Slug, man, that's one of my favorite punk bands. They're very underground. They're based out of Huntsville, Alabama. So they're not like super mainstream or anything, but very like Misfits inspired, kind of grungy, down tune, very like subculture messages in their music. So one of my bigger inspirations for like tone, sound, lyric writing, and all that.
So there's one song that everybody was asking for that involved a very phallic action. Can you go a little bit more into the deeper meaning behind of it?
Which phallic action do you speak of, my friend?
Something about sucking a dick. I'm trying to figure out whose dick it is that we're supposed to be sucking.
That's my dick.
Oh, it's your dick.
So oddly enough, that's actually a Cancer Slug song. The song's called Dick Solid. It's one of the ones of theirs that's moved me big time. I like the message behind it. If you hear the lyrics beyond just the suck my dick part. For one, it's extremely cool to scream that on a microphone and not get thrown out of wherever you're from. But the whole Dick Solid concept of just like it's very just the whole thing, man, about like rebelling against politics, rebelling against religion, making sure your girlfriend's satisfied. They're all very, very, very universal.
And apparently you being satisfied too.
You're the best, man. Yeah.
I really love your lyrical content. There was one song that you pointed out somebody in the audience. They're not sober, but they're clean.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That one's called Junkie for sure. Yeah. That was Brittany, my girl. And that song was absolutely for her. Just a cool song to kind of spread light that whatever you're doing or going through or recovering from, you don't have to be shy about. You don't have to hide it. You don't have to feel like you're like completely like detached from whatever, you know. So it's a very like accepting, embracing, and like some of us are junkies, man. You're going through your shit, and some of us are recovering from it and still going through that shit. And maybe some of us are like, this is Brittany right here, everybody. This is my baby girl. Yeah, so that song was for her.
2 years clean.
That's right. January 29th, 2 years clean, baby. That's my girl. So kind of a cool way to be like, hey, man, it's cool to talk about it. It's cool to be open about it, and it's okay. Whether you're in it or getting out of it, like there's always good shit that can come from it. Doesn't mean you're a bad person.
The story that I received from you guys on stage, it was a lot of bringing positive vibes, bringing positive energy, and just rocking out like crazy. Yeah. What got you to start performing then?
You know, man, I've just always loved entertainment, and oddly, like, I used to train for pro wrestling, and like I loved like being in the ring and doing the character and being able to kind of it's something that like moved me as a kid, and I got injured and all that, and it kind of stopped my career really before it started, and started learning like guitar and whatnot, and just wanting to put that same message of like standing and fighting for whatever you believe in, you know, not conforming to bullshit, propaganda, whatever people tell you to be. Like, no matter what your interests, your hobby, or whatever your title is, whatever drives you as a person, like it's absolutely awesome to embrace that. And
Rico Spikes, the bass player for Paradise.
Rico Spikes, the bass player, the junkie in the group. Come on.
Still a junkie.
He loves us. He's still a junkie. And we love him.
We love you too.
Paradigm shit, baby. So
I think that's the.
I was like headbanging like crazy for that show, man. I didn't realize, because you guys played at Till 2, right? Yeah, last time. We left right before you guys showed up, and I'm regretting it now, because I would have been like super like. You saw him?
Yeah. That's all he got. That was sick, man. That was so right.